I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Sonic Prime Season 2 is kinda mid. Look, I know some of you will point out to the community post I made earlier about how this season was better than the first, but after giving myself time and space to think about it, and after watching it a second time, granted in twice the speed, I came to the conclusion that this season is okay. I don't think it's bad, I just think the season could have been better. Let me explain why. First, we gotta talk about Shadow. Sonic Prime's characterization of Shadow is excellent. He's no longer an emo caricature, but is instead a calm, mature, and intelligent hero that acts as a great foil for Sonic. Don't get me wrong, he's still that brooding hedgehog we all know and love, but it's much more muted. He's like Hot Topic, but like how Hot Topic is now, you know what I'm saying? And I would be remiss if I didn't talk about Ian Hanlon's voice acting.
You just don't listen. What part of our home doesn't exist anymore are you not understanding?
His voice captured the focus and serious attitude that's needed when portraying Shadow. So, with all that praise out of the way, it's pretty lame how underutilized he was in the season. Of course, the writers had a lot of characters and plot points to balance with the story, but Shadow is such a popular and integral character in the franchise, he deserves more screen time. Season 1 did a great job deconstructing, as well as providing us new insight into these beloved characters. It's a shame not to grant the same opportunity for Shadow in Season 2. But who knows, the writers may give him time to shine in Season 3. Speaking of great but underutilized characters, let's talk about Chaos Sonic, Sonic Prime's version of Metal Sonic. I remember when he was first announced, someone said he looked like an eye dog, and I can't get that image out of my mind. Anyways, I thought Chaos Sonic was a great addition to the show, and in a way, I kind of predicted his appearance. I wonder if the main antagonist of the show will be an alternate version of Sonic. The show is about self-discovery, right? I wonder if the main conflict is him literally fighting himself, a version who is irresponsible with their power and only uses it for selfish gain. Maybe Eggman will use this version of Sonic to wreak havoc in the multiverse. And lo and behold, I was right. Sure, I didn't know it was going to be Chaos Sonic, but you know, close enough. Chaos Sonic is great because he offers himself as a dark mirror to Sonic. He magnifies all of Sonic's weaknesses as a hero and as a friend. He's a Sonic whose ego was left unchecked and has continued to fester. He works alone and views friendship as a weakness.
Friends are a weakness. No! Remember, Sonic, this is all on you.
Sonic sees this reflection and hates it. More accurately, he's annoyed by it, which is relatable. I'm sure if I met a clone of myself, I'd be annoyed too. I'd argue that Chaos Sonic is an integral part of the story. The whole point of the show is for Sonic to grow as a character. Chaos Sonic gives Sonic the opportunity to see all his faults and literally wrestle with himself. But what's disappointing is how we only got like one episode with Chaos Sonic. Look, I'm sure along with Shadow, we'll see more of Chaos Sonic in Season 3, but it would have been really dope if we had a chance to see Chaos Sonic play a bigger role this season. They should have made him an early villain and made him an overarching threat. But again, who knows? Here's hoping that in Season 3 they can do this. Now, the next part I'm about to talk about is a bit iffy for me. On one hand, I think it's the best aspect of the show, but on the other hand, I think it's the worst. I'm talking about the pacing. After episode 1 of Sonic Prime, the show just goes. Much like the Blue Hedgehog himself, the pacing of the show picks up speed to the point where it's engaging but also disorienting. Granted, this judgment may be due to me watching the show at twice the speed of my second viewing, but to my defense, I felt the same way during my first viewing, and I'm not alone in this sentiment. When I made my community posts, I saw others commenting the same thing, how the show kind of felt just like one big blur, one big fight. Now, the animation was great. I love the animation style in Sonic Prime, and the fight choreography, especially with Sonic and Shadow, was really well done. But from a narrative standpoint, the fights grew monotonous. Sonic Prime Season 2 didn't feel as episodic compared to Season 1. In Season 1, each episode had its own little arc while serving the overarching narrative. Season 2 didn't have this, which may be great to some, but to others, not so much. Season 2 felt more like a movie with credits playing every 20 minutes. Season 1 placed more focus on the side characters, as highlighted by the variants in each shadow space. You could argue that Season 2 is really just a movie about Sonic and 9. And speaking of 9, I totally called it. If you didn't know, I made a video a while back explaining why I believe 9 will turn into the main villain of the series. And I was right. Towards the end of Season 2, 9 and Sonic turned into enemies. When Sonic and 9 were about to fix the Paradox Prism, the two had a falling out because Sonic wanted to restore his home dimension, Green Hill, while 9 wanted to create a new world of his own. Sonic believed that 9 would just go along with his plan, but 9 points out how this is selfish.
You just assumed I'd go along with you no matter what. Did you even consider what I wanted?
I assumed that after everything we've been through, you'd see things the way I do. Just like the real Tails would.
I am real!
Sonic never took into account 9's perspective. I love this interaction. It ties really well into the show's themes of friendship and the importance of listening to others. So yeah, those are just some of my thoughts on Sonic Prime Season 2. In addition, I thought Sonic's new super form was cool, and Eggman's too, I guess. Yeah, I didn't expect Eggman to turn into a Titan, but yeah, here we are. But let me know in the comments below, what did you guys think about the new season? If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave it a like, it helps support the channel. Subscribe and hit that bell icon if you want to see more Sonic Prime videos from me. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, peace out.